Hey everybody, it's Harold from Living in the Hill Country. We're out at the ranch. Going to go out and get the feeders set up, check on the feeding corrals, and maybe do a little bit of scouting today. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness right here in the Hill Country of Texas. Okay, so here we are at the Meadow blind. At the feeder here, you see the blind up there as I'm pointing. Anyway, not going to take us very long at this one. I just need to put the batteries in the spreader, get it programmed, and then fill the barrel up with corn. So let's get that done, and then we'll go do a little bit of scouting in this area. Oh, I got the timer set for 2:40. Be about a minute and a half, and we'll be able to see how it works out. Should be fine. It has fresh batteries in it. You'll see I put 150 pounds of corn in there. That almost filled it up. You could probably put another one in there, but 150 pounds, that'll last a good month at least. Feeding 2 times a day, 7:30 in the morning, 5:30 at night, or 7 in the morning and 5:30 at night for about 4 seconds. And this is about what it'll look like here when it fires up. It'll go off here just a little bit. Spreads the corn. That's what it looks like. So it does that twice a day. And then, of course, you get corn on the ground, right? And then the deer come in and they get used to feeding times. They get used to when the timers or when the spreader goes off. They can hear it. And they know that there's food available. And then they'll wander through here and eat and then go about their day or evening. We got the meadow blind and feeder up and running. Now, you notice I didn't set up a camera. I don't have one for here. I only have two game cameras. I used to have a third one, and I'd set right by that cedar tree right there. And I don't know where it went. I think the cows might have got in there, knocked it over, and then kicked it over into those brush, in that brush somewhere, or carried it off, chewed it up, or ate it. I don't know. Anyway, it's probably right over there in that thicket somewhere, but maybe someday I'll be able to stumble upon it. All right, so as far as scouting, I'm not going to go back beyond where the feeder is because I know that that's a bedding area back there. And once you kick them out of their beds in their bedding areas, they no longer feel safe. Now, you'll notice right there, right before you get to that brush, how all the grass is laid down. Okay? They've been bedding down in that area as well. You can see right there where that grass is bent over and laid down. They've been bedding right there, okay? And there's trails that go through there. And, of course, all the way in the back of there. But we're going to go drive up over here and take a look and see what I can show you. Okay, I drove up just a little bit. The feeder is right there. But you can see that trail that goes right down into that valley area. Goes back into there. And there is traffic here, and it looks like all year round. There are some droppings. I hope I'm getting that. There's some droppings right there. And so there's definitely activity out here. And so, but anyway, they travel that direction. That's north. And if we pan around over to here, you'll notice the opening in between those trees there. Maybe you can see the fence post over that way. All right. They go through there. There's an opening there. We're going to drive through there. But they also go up and around here and follow the fence line as it goes along the ridge of that hilltop right there, that hill. Okay? Now, if you were to go over that, the top, very top ridge there, and go down into the valley on the other side, you would run right into, or come close to running into, the mountain blind. Okay? Just so you kind of get your bearings. We're going to probably go in through here and then come out, and we might go up that direction. So you kind of see how this opens up. Now, how do I want to put this? Just the other side of that ridge there is the RV, or yeah, the RV and the where we have our home. Anyways, because when we drove, we came around this direction and came around that way up to the feeder. So anyway, here's the meadow grove here, and you can see the trail. The trail goes here up that direction. All right. And it goes in other directions as well. And you'll see that when we come up in here. And we're going to see if we can't find any type of rubs or anything. Now, like I'm not sure if I said it before, it's probably a little bit early for rubs. I know that in September, October, the bucks are losing their velvet, and you probably see more rubbing on trees in October than, of course, in September. But we might see some. If anything, we might see some older ones from last year. We'll show them to you. They get laid down in this area here. See those areas? See those spots? Those normally aren't like that unless something lays down on the grass and bends it over. But they get back in here and they're hidden. They have the backdrop and they can see this whole area. They can see anything coming from that direction. They can hear, smell, or see anything coming from that direction. And as soon as they do, they head right through that brush, that briar brush. They have paths that go through there, and they can go right in through there. And so if they hear coyotes or humans or whatever they might hear coming their way that poses a threat to them, they head off into that denser thicket. And then they go over that way, and hopefully they go over into that feeder. I don't know if we can see it from here, probably not. But see there's a trail going right through there. You can't notice it very well, but there is. And then it goes that direction. That feeder is right over there. You can see it. Oh. That's the barrel on the feeder. All right, so here's the blind. Last year, when I was out here, there was scrapes right here in this area. That's a scrape from last year. That area right there and all along here. And the dominant buck in this area, whom I got on camera, created that. Well, he created a scrape right there, and he beat up these bushes here, this tree branches here with his antlers, basically marking his territory during the mating season. So there's that area right through there. He comes through there sometimes, and unfortunately I've never seen him come through there when I was in the blind, but he comes out from over there and goes around that area right there and then heads into that feeder and then continues on to the north. So it's a prime area for hunting. So that's pretty much the 3 blinds. We got the feeders up and going, and got cameras on the hilltop and the mountain blind. And we're going to see if I can borrow a camera from a friend of mine for here at the Meadow blind. Get that set up and see what we can get on camera. But like I was saying earlier, it's early September, so what I'm trying to do now by getting the feeders up and going is drawing the does into the area, getting them to bed down and feed near my blinds. And so that when the mating season comes along, the bucks come around, they're going to go where the does are. And so if we get some does on camera in here, this is going to be a good place to hunt this year. Same with the other 2 areas. So I wasn't too worried about not having a camera here because I know there's traffic here. And there has been every year since I put the blind up in 2017. The other two areas, there is traffic there off and on, but it's pretty sporadic. So that's why I wanted the cameras out there. Anyway, thank you for coming along with me today and watching this video. Me setting up the feeders and getting everything started for the hunting season this year. And we'll get some good pictures, and I'll make sure I share the pictures that I get on the game cameras. Thank you for watching this video. I very much appreciate your support. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. Then every time I upload a video, you'll be notified, and you'll be able to keep track of the hunting season this year. Anyway, like I said, thank you very much. And as always, God bless you. And I hope you have a wonderful hunting season this year. I'm going to go get ready to hunt some hogs.